people, it is Liam Caddison here, and we're reacting to another episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer as we get into episode number 14 of season 6. Intrigued to see what is going to happen in this episode. Definitely felt that the last episode had a lot of uncomfortable moments, and it was very, very dark. But I thought it was a really, really great episode as well. Definitely sensing the transition from a group that was once funny to to a group that is more devastating, a group that is unhinged and need a smack in the head with the trio after what they did with Katrina. It was definitely very uncomfortable watching that happen, as well as moments with Spike and Buffy. But I gotta say, I definitely feel in agreement with the fact that I feel like Sarah Michelle Gellar, yeah, she killed it in the last episode, especially that last scene with Tara. I feel like with Sarah, she's in general a great actress, but I feel like if you were to show someone who has never seen Sarah's performance before, and that's illegal, by the way, I feel like that scene with Tara is a very, very good demonstration in terms of showcasing how amazing Sarah is as an actress, because that was punching me in the heart. And like I said, it was a really, really well done scene. So yeah, but yeah, as I said, I'm intrigued to see what happens in this episode. So, with that said, let's get into the 14th episode of Season 6 for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Let's go. And that's what you get for cheating. Ugh.
Run off, huh? Afraid to face a true warrior?
Looks like a phylactery.
Shiny.
Oh no, Buffy, I wouldn't take that. She's still Oh. This is really troubling, like, especially with Dawn's state of mind and her doing this.
Sometimes I wish I could just make them stop going away. But seriously, it's no big deal. I'm fine.
We're feeding an army.
Oh, Dawn.
No, they couldn't make it.
So who's coming? You invite
I mean, this is it, though. You
you
look
guys.
at where she's at and you do
Gang.
sympathize.
Oh, and Sophie Fallman. And if you happen to form a romantic relationship leading to babies and many double dates with us, so we have someone else
Whoa,
to talk
jumping
to,
the
yay.
gun, okay.
I assume that this was an act of kindness.
Was it Angel? No.
That'll help with the not throttling.
Fine. You look... Thanks. I mean, great.
The energy in this room.
Thanks.
Oh.
You do too. Is that a new... Oh, yeah. It's nice. Thanks.
He doesn't like to talk about it.
Stupid kid.
I don't know. He seemed cute. Was he cute? I mean, I'm not a very good judge, but I think he seemed cute.
Oh, Tara! Oh, I see what she's
She started
doing.
on opening the presents.
Woo,
It's a matter
girl!
of time, hasn't it? Okay.
What did you get, a Spike? Actually, I don't want to ask.
Done. It's gorgeous.
I was so nervous. I was afraid you wouldn't like it.
It still has this.
What? She was the guidance.
Wish granted.
Oh no! Oh my goodness! Oh.
I had a muscle cramp.
Oh, that's what they call it.
A muscle cramp? In your pants?
What? It's a thing.
Right.
Oh, please, Tara, just
So you go.
just
Down
waste
you
him.
go.
Guess as long as everyone's staying up anyway.
Must be some late night activities to keep us busy till morning.
How's that cramp spike? Still bothering you?
What? Oh, yeah.
Maybe you want to put some ice on it.
I'm here for Tara. Tara is just killing this.
Because being stuck in here with me, that would really suck, right?
No, Donnie. It's just we have more important things to do.
Yeah, I know. Important. Whatever that means, right?
God. I mean, this is it. Adulting world. It's.
Sometimes we do something that seems like a good idea at the time, like, say, invoke the power of a musical amulet, and turns out, you know, not so much.
God, I didn't do anything. I wish I had.
Once more,
I'm
wasn't
glad
that?
you're trapped. How else can I get anybody to spend any time with me?
Dawn.
Dawn, if you want us to spend time with
I
you...
don't. Get out. Get out, get out, get out!
One or two things, sort of. Just in case.
That's great.
But she's gone for, like,
In a very
30
good
odd
way.
days, hasn't she?
Just bring me what you have. But then I'm doing this alone. You need to stay away from it.
Knows what she's doing in there. And I have to tell you, I don't think that's a skin condition.
Good job, Richard. Good job.
Release.
Oh, oh no.
Try the door.
Why could... Oh no, Richard! Oh, of course he just teleports.
Okay, it's normal. You're just scared. We all are.
Oh,
Come
Anya.
with a plan. And we'll get through it, all right? We'll do something.
What?
I don't know.
No idea what it's like.
What are you talking about? I don't know what...
Being alone.
You're not alone.
Then why do I feel like this?
I just think we haven't thought of the right way
This
out
is
yet,
it though,
that's all.
like you can
Yeah,
have
we can't
people
just stay put like
connected to
cattle.
you, but you
Things
could
that think that
have
pop
that
out
feeling
and
that
gets
you're alone,
peckish.
that people just...
I'd say we
don't
do
wanna
another
mesh
spell,
with
but
you.
I think we've tried
You
everything.
know, if you hadn't gotten so much of this in your system in the first place...
Hey! You're gonna back off. She said no, and that's it. You're not gonna make her do something that she doesn't want to. You
Tara!
try? You have to go through me first. Understood?
Fine. If you all aren't
We
willing to
can't-
get us out of this,
we
then I will do
can't.
it myself.
We can't have Willow go down this path just in case.
She got you to start talking about things that bothered you at home?
Oh.
Yeah? You didn't, by any chance, happen to express, like, a wish or something to her?
Maybe. Maybe
Maybe
not.
just a little. There's gotta be a clue in here somewhere.
Stop it!
Anya, it wasn't her fault.
No!
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Half the stuff is from the magic box.
Oopsie. Well,
How could you do this? Anya, hold on, okay? Tell her you didn't do this. Tell her it's a mistake.
it's not exactly true though.
No.
Oh.
Buffy.
How are we supposed to trust you, Dawn? I mean, well, nothing else will work. She's the only one who can get us out of here. Hallie, get your ass down here!
You rang?
Oh! Oh! You're a little piece of shit, you! Oh my goodness! Yeah, come on, let's... I mean, it's a shame that was probably going to need to be... Oh, there we go!
Her pendant! Get her pendant!
Oh! Okay.
I just go where I'm... William.
Hey, wait a minute.
You guys know each other?
Yeah?
No. Thing. The children need me. Daddy issues. It's throwing all the little barbs at me that you want, Anyanka. It doesn't change the fact that this girl was in pain, and none of you could hear it. I could hear her crying out everywhere I went in this town.
And she
It
took
was
advantage
unbearable.
of the wish, though.
And none of you knew. You people deserve to be cursed. It's the curse, Sally.
Oh, yes!
Crying out loud.
You've
Fine,
dabbed
curse is
yourself!
lifted. We can all leave
Aren't
now.
you? Saving the day, though! Good on Anya, she technically saved the day.
Thanks. For before.
It actually did get bad in there. Really bad, and you still said no.
And that's really noble. Look at how much you've grown, Willow. We're proud. We're proud of our cinnamon roll.
God, look at the stars.
Never thought you'd be so happy to see the night. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That is I guess music to Dawny's ears, really. But this is it. I do sympathize with her. Yeah, the stealing's wrong and whatnot, but I said it. I said it in the last episode. What has happened since she first appeared, and you know, she's very young. I mean, if she was a bit older, I think she might have a better grasp on the world, if that makes sense. But even so, like, even if you're like my age or whatever, there is that feeling of being alone, and it does hurt you, and it's just, yeah, a lot's going on in Dawn's mind, so, but yeah. And it's not the worst part, it's not the worst birthday that Buffy's had, but could have done without the drama. You know what, though? I kind of related to Buffy in this episode in terms of spending your birthday locked down in home. Because that's how I spent my last birthday. Oh, it's kind of sad thinking about that, but you know, Halfrick would be very, very useful in 2020 and 2021, prevent people from leaving their homes, and yeah, sort this whole situation out. Yeah. But yeah, this was very, very great stuff. Again, not, you know, close to like the best episode of season 6, but it was really it was very, very interesting, near enough to a bottle episode, because I think that's where you take place in the majority of one location, and of course they were all trapped within the Summers household because of Dawn confronting Halfrek, though she had no idea she would perform a spell that would make she would summon the wish that would make everyone trapped in home and, you know, isolate them with see, it's sounding more like lockdown by the second. Isolate them with Dawn. And it was a pretty revealing episode for the Scoobies. Now they know about Dawn and how she's currently feeling, and not just that though, but they know about her stealing, which has been a long-running thing, and yeah, it's going to be very interesting how we're going to tackle that, of course, in the future, because I feel like, especially with Buffy feeling a bit better now, she has someone to confide to. I feel like now that with Buffy knowing about what Dawn's been going through, there's going to be a better reception, I guess. So things are going to start building, and maybe Dawn's going to be feeling a bit better now that the issues have been aired out, and that last shot was really nice, where Buffy's going to be spending time with Dawn. So yeah, things hopefully on an upward climb for Dawn, and yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what does happen, of course. But yeah, very much thought this had a lot of fun things going on about this episode. It was interesting seeing other characters as well associated to Buffy. I guess Richard was there. Poor guy, just was in a complete it was insane for him. So, and yeah, he just leaves with a gash. So yeah, and then there was I think it was Sophie who I think she was very, very anxious. You could tell with her voice. And Clem, was he called? Yeah. Very interesting to see him again. I just like he was like, hey, this is a great party. So, and he was just there. So, but no, it was really, really great to see a lot of things develop, especially with Willow's story. Like, I really, really, I'm glad that we had that moment where there was a chance for Willow. Like, Willow was only the only viable option to potentially save the day, because that has been one of my main concerns when it comes to Willow giving up magic. Is there might be an occasion where only Willow can save the day, but it's going to be a test to her character, because Willow even mentioned it, she might not be able to find a stopping point if she starts again. And yeah, I mean, the way that Anya reacted as well, it was very, very shaky. And it was great to see Tara just step in. And Tara, can we just say, I'm loving her utilization, not just in the last episode, but in this episode as well. The way she stood up for Willow was really, really wonderful. And the way that she was, she was there when Spike was trying his tricks was just great as well. Like, she was just slapping him all over the place. So, but yeah, the support that Willow received from Tara was really beautiful, especially with their conversation after Anya encouraged Willow to use magic, because she even said it herself. There was an opportunity where it could have only been on your hands, but you chose not to you chose not to give in. So yeah, and you saw how hurt Willow was contemplating the idea of going to that region again. She kept a few items for this particular situation, but the idea of actually putting that into practice hurt her. You could see it on her face. So I'm pleased with Willow making huge strides. So, atta girl. Yeah, like I said, the support that Buffy has with Tara was, like, we saw that in the last episode, and it was really beautiful. But continuing in this episode was really great, especially her Tara making comments to Spike, knowing what he's doing. And there's a bit of elevation to Buffy's confidence, I guess, now that she knows that, Tara can be spoken to about this, and not, there's this feeling that she doesn't have to feel guilty about it. So, and the shade that Tara would throw to Spike was brilliant. So, like, Spike was just I don't know. He was very, very stuck in this situation about how do I go about this? Tara's seeing this, and it's like, and now she's making these comments. So, like, she's making the same similar sly comments to how how Spike makes to Buffy, like the birthday candles comment. Yeah. But she's making these sly comments, and it's like, how does it feel? So, yeah. Though we know that he was getting a bit irrational, trying to seduce Buffy in again in a crowded area, like he did at the Bronze in the last episode. So yeah, he's not even keeping this subtle anymore. He is testing he's testing the limits, basically. And Yeah. What's interesting though is there's a connection with Halfrek and Spike, it seems, because especially with the fact that she called him William, and there was obviously a connection because they were like, "Do you two know each other?" And he's like, "No." So yeah, but yeah, it was just very interesting going into this episode with Dawn and her issues. Like I do get it with Dawn, like especially that lonely feeling, and this is it. You can still have connections to people, but you can still feel like you are lonely. You feel like, and it's not their fault, like the character's fault. They've got adult responsibilities to go through. Buffy is currently stuck in a bit of a predicament because of the fact that she has to manage adult life, providing for Dawn, as well as, saving the world. At the same time, Dawn is a teenager, and she, like I said, she's been going through quite the ringer, though that doesn't, exempt her from, stealing, for example, and the way she reacted at certain times. But I feel like with denial after denial, it keeps stacking up that her patience just is getting more and more faded away. So thus she becomes basically she becomes a bit of a hothead. So yeah, but like I said, at the end of the day, she's a teenager. She has been going through a lot, and I can understand, like, especially with her feeling a bit lonely. But hopefully, like I said, there's an upwards climb for Dawn now, where she's able to feel a bit more confident that she is not alone and that, people do care for her. So, but, I feel like I feel like I understand where she's coming from. You can still have like these connections with people, but you feel like people just don't want to be attached to you, and that can make you feel really, really dejected. I felt that quite a few times in my life, not just in like when I was her age, but also like as an adult. Like it does hurt you, and it's going. I'm assuming it's just going to amplify with Dawn, especially with not just with the age she's at, but because of what she's been going through as well. So yeah, and then you have Halfrek sympathizing with Dawn with her like area of like justice demon, basically. So there she was, and it was very, very interesting to utilize that idea, to have Halfrek there be pretending to be a guide and sympathizing with Dawn and creating this scenario where she can help Dawn. Instead, it created a bit of a hysteria, especially with that demon who I get who was there, like the demon with the sword. He was just like he was there to elevate that tension, and to create a exciting scenario, especially with the teleportation that cheap son of a bitch did. So yeah, but yeah, it was really, really good to see Anya figure things out. She said she'd figure it out, and she incidentally did. She didn't mean to, but she summoned Halfrek, and Halfrek couldn't leave, so it was nice for her to say, "I'm going to figure this out," and then incidentally she manages to solve the problem. But it was also very interesting to see Anya go through her own struggles as well, like with her not being able to cope. So that that did break my heart. But yeah, this was this had a very, very fun ambience about it in a very distressing situation. And not just that though, but a kind of sad theme. It's an interesting blend because the story was fun. The situation was very, very tense, especially with not just the demon, but also Dawn's situation. And in real life terms, it's very, very sad, the scenario, because it's replicating what's happening today. We're in lockdown, and this is basically it. The summer household was in lockdown. So, yeah, at least they don't have it happen like 4 times, basically, so... Anyways, yeah, this was episode 14 of season 6 of Buffy. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check the videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoy this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!